Welcome, welcome back to the Home Team. I'm Vanessa Cheney, and I get to join Kim and Mary Kay Huntsman and her beautiful daughter Gracie in our Thermador kitchen to talk just a little bit more, learn a little bit more about Gracie.
We do. We're going to have some fun here, but this is how I like to do pizzuki. So you saw the cookie dough, okay? What we're going to do is I like to take these little pans. This is like a 7-inch pie tin, but you can use anything you want. You could use like a little cup. You can make just a cookie on a cookie sheet and then do what we're going to do after. But these I found just like at a kitchen supply store, and they're really fun. But what we're going to do, and you can help me. Do you like getting your hands dirty? Yes? Awesome. I just washed my hands again. But what we do, and this is kind of a soft dough, so if you wanted to chill it for a minute, you could do that too. But we're going to, and you can just take the spoon. We're just going to smash that down in all 3 of these pans, because I like to bake them in 3s. And just fill that in. So if you want to start doing that, or you can use your fingers or whatever, and we've got more dough here.
I know what we're making tonight at our house.
My kids, I make the cookie dough and I keep it in the fridge, and my kids can make like 1 at a time at night if they want to. It's just kind of a fun little quick treat.
It really is.
But you know, the thing is you don't have to do this with chocolate chip cookie dough. You can do it with anything. It's really good with like white chocolate, macadamia nut chocolate, you know, cookie dough. Or you can do it with peanut butter. It's oatmeal. Yummy. Oatmeal. Yeah, you can do that. But I bet your daddy would like this with peanut butter cookie dough, wouldn't he?
He likes peanut butter and jelly.
He likes peanut butter. My husband sometimes has lunch with the governor. I know. And he goes to the governor's mansion. He'll come home and I'll say, "What'd you guys have for lunch at the governor's mansion?" And he said, "Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It's the governor's favorite." And I'm always like, "Really?"
You know, it's probably depressing for some people that go and they get this elaborate meal.
Isn't that the best?
But the reason we're doing the cookies today and not Chinese food, my first experience was right after we were married, and I was so excited as a new bride to make hot and sour soup for my husband. I spent the entire day doing it, and I sat down as this new bride, and he tasted it, and he looked at me, and he said, "Honey, maybe we should stick to the restaurants." And it broke my heart. I went in the next room and cried, and I have never tried it since. And then we went to Taiwan, and I had the hot and sour soup, and I ate it, and he said, "I noticed that you were eating the soup," and I said, "Well, you weren't." And he said, "That's because it was full of coagulated pig's blood." And I said, "Oh, no." But that's how the original hot and sour soup is made. Coagulated pig's blood.
But now, if you hadn't thought about that, it was a really good soup.
It was really good soup. And I was pregnant at the time, too. And so I didn't feel so good after he told me that.
Oh, that one.
So when it comes to making Chinese food, when we got this call, I said, I am not even going near it. We're going to make cookies today. So I don't dare try that again.
Oh my goodness. Now, Mary Kay, if someone was interested in adopting a child from another country, how do they even start? I know the process can be so long.
The process is so long. To be honest with you, I went to Google and I looked up on May 19th, when John said I'm warming up to the idea, I went to Google and I seriously, first thing I typed in was adoptions China. And that was where I first got the information. I found the China Center for Adoption Affairs and all the things that you need to do, and that's where I started. And you know, I think each country is a little bit different. I understand that China now is a 2 or 3 to 4 year wait, and for us it was about 6 months, and we just happened to get her at a window of time that was a little bit easier. It just changes yearly, and India was a little bit more difficult, but each country has their own set of standard rules that you have to go through. And so I'll tell you, all I can say is it's worth it. It's worth it even if you have to wait.
My husband and I have actually been researching it quite a bit, you know, for adoption. We have 3 kids. We have I have 3 stepkids, and we're talking about having kids of our own, and we're looking into adoption. So it is a really big process, and we're working with some people, but it's always nice to get people who've done it before, you know, to help keep you inspired and getting these precious little babies here.
Oh, it's so worth it.
And a lot of times they're older kids that come.
A lot of times they're older kids, but you know, you feel that whatever it is that's coming is your child, and everyone that I've talked to that has adopted has felt the same way. And like with Gracie, when we heard the day she was born, we just knew there's a connection that is harder to explain going through a process like this. And everyone I've talked to, regardless of background, religion, doesn't matter, there's something that you can't quite explain through the gift of adoption. Okay. So it's a
We're going to get
thing.
The cookies that are already done that I made off in the oven, and we're going to show you how we finish these babies off because they're so good.
And Danny is salivating off camera right now. I know he is.
Since you got it, Remo.
Actually, he's working the camera right now.
Okay, this is a sad moment because Bridget is bringing these out, and this is her last week. She's going to go be a full-time student during the showtime, so she can't help us anymore. But
Oh, Bridget.
Gracie, those look great.
okay, so these are the cookies. Oh, can I have that?
I
really
would
fast?
say that would not feed me. That would feed my family.
No, this is the best. This is just the beginning. So we're going to show you one, and we'll fix the rest of these up and show you a little bit later. But
All right, so
okay, so we're
you see
starting
Danny.
here. Yeah, Danny's
He's
already
like a
coming.
jackal. A food jackal.
We're going to put a big scoop of ice cream right in the middle, okay? Then, here's the trick. Let's get this open. A little whipped cream, because, you know, you have to have a little whipped cream, right?
Oh, Gracie, look at that.
The key is that the cookie has to be hot, because that's what makes it all melt together. A little bit of
look good,
caramel.
Okay, my favorite part is the fact that we worked out on the show all day yesterday.
Chocolate. Yum.
Denise Druce is dying right
This
now.
is a total yum. This is my first yum of the day,
Oh, it is a
but
yum.
this is a yum. Look, we're going to let Gracie try this, except I
Gracie
lost
was
my
mad at me
Oh,
this
I'll get a
morning.
We're done, so we're going to try it in the break, and we'll be back
What?
in just a couple minutes to wrap up the show.
She didn't get breakfast, so this is her. This is breakfast now.
This is breakfast. Here we go. More while we're doing this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Grace.
Wow, welcome back to the home team. It felt more like a free-for-all Wednesday today than anything.
This has been so much fun. But I wanted to just leave you guys with one more quote, because I did some quotes in the beginning and I've been so inspired. But this was a cool one, and I wanted to read it to you. It says, "I endured a lot of pain because of my condition. Now when I train, I think this is no worse than what I've experienced before. I can do just about anything now." And that's Greg Barton. He won all these medals in the U.S. Olympics for kayaking, and he was born with club feet and had to go through a painful surgery. So I just feel like these athletes can be inspirations to us to do better and to reach harder and strive, and that's what this is all about.
True heroes, absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here, Mary Kay Gracie, for Diane Thomas, and for June Liu. And also, I want to just tell you, next week I've got Patrick Byrne and Stormy Simon, who are from Overstock.com. Patrick is the owner of Overstock, so we're going to be inspired by his story of starting up a big business. So.
Nice. All
Okay,
right, and
Ken,
then
come here, Ken, real quick. We're losing another great asset, too.
Oh, we are losing
This is
another
our floor
great
director,
asset.
Kenny's last day, too. We will miss him. He's going to school to take it to another level. So,
And also stay tuned tomorrow for At Home Thursdays with Maria Carr. We're going to have a great day. So thank you guys so much for joining the home team, and we will see you tomorrow.
okay, see ya.
Bye.
Look at Kenny.